Hey you guys, welcome back and I hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is my 2021 wish list. So these are the products that I want to buy in 2021. Some of these I want to buy for videos, but mainly for my personal satisfaction, for me as someone who likes to try out new makeup and new skincare. These are the things that I would love to buy, and maybe a year later I can rewatch this video and see which are the things that I actually bought this year. So checked off my wish list. I just thought that would be interesting, so I'm making this video. The next video will be an anti-haul, so hauling versus anti-hauling, so stay tuned for that too. But for today's video, I'm just gonna share the things that I really have been eyeing for a long time, and in 2021 I want to accomplish buying those. So yeah, let's get started with the first thing, and I want to get out the things that I had on my wish list. So I made this wish list on maybe the last day of December, and then I got the Juicy Chemistry lip balm and the Cosrx nail mucin, and I wanted those products. I had them on my wish list. I've already checked them off of my wish list, but those are the two things that I bought. So coming on to the next thing, which is technically the first thing, K-beauty. I feel like K-beauty is not the Fenty but the rare beauty of Indian brands. At first no one had expectations for it. People were mostly talking bad things about it, but once it launched, I feel like people's perspective changed significantly. Even I was kind of skeptical about it, because a brand by an Indian celebrity, it's probably gonna be like any other brand, but I don't think K-beauty is just any other brand. First of all, I feel like their products even look premium. I know the price is more on the premium affordable side to high-end prices, but it is not something that's inaccessible in my opinion. You can definitely save up and get the product at some point. It's not an unachievable price point. And the reason why it interested me personally was when they launched the lipsticks. When they first launched the lipsticks, I saw that the range was so big, which was a big surprise for an Indian brand to be launching with. But that's when I got interested. But once they brought out their highlighters and then their setting powder, I'm not sure what the timeline was, but I'm pretty sure they were launching blushes, and that was something that I was excited for. But I was more excited because I thought after blushes, the natural direction for the launch would be to launch a bronzer and a contour. They did not sadly go onto that route, but if they ever come out with bronzers or contours, they have my money. Bronzers and contours are an area that I feel like Indian brands do not branch in. I would like to try bronzers and contours for them, because I feel like if there is any brand currently that is capable of bringing shade ranges that suit a lot of different Indian skin tones, it is K-beauty. I know it's expensive for a lot of people, but I personally do not mind paying the price point if the product that I get is gonna be really good. So let's hope they launch some and they will have my money. The next thing I want to talk about is the AHA BHA solution by The Ordinary. If you're a skincare enthusiast, you probably have this brand on your wish list at some point, but in general this has been a very popular product, and I feel like my skin is at a point where I can take this product and I feel like my skin will really benefit from this product. So issues like texture, pigmentation, my skin can definitely get some help in these aspects. So that's the reason I want to buy this. I'm just waiting for custom duties to be a little more relaxed. So right now it seems like if you order anything from international websites, you're definitely gonna get charged customs, while as before it was a chance. So like 50-50, either you will get charged, either you will not. But right now I just feel like everyone is getting charged with customs. I'm not ready to take the risk. Maybe after this whole pandemic thing phases out a little bit more, I will buy it. So I don't know if that's gonna be this year or next year. I'm praying that it's this year so I can get this product, but this is indeed something that I want to try. Another thing that I want to try, not from The Ordinary but from the Inkey List, is their eye cream. Now I know eye creams are not necessary. As long as you can bring your products up until your eye, it's fine. If it's eye safe, it's good. But the things that I use on my face are not necessarily eye safe. So tretinoin, they're strictly mentioned to not use it on your eyes. I'm not gonna do that. I already did it once. I would not recommend it. But yeah, I would like to incorporate an eye cream in my routine, and the ones that I want are the vitamin C one and the retinol one. Either of these two are definitely coming home with me. So yes, an eye cream from the Inkey List and The Ordinary's AHA BHA solution are definitely something that I want to buy. The third one is Wet n Wild's highlighter and blush. Now I'm planning to make a video using just Wet n Wild products. So I have a lot of Wet n Wild products. I use them a lot, and it's also very affordable. Something that the broke as college student inside me loves. So that's the reason I really like Wet n Wild. And once I buy the highlighter and the blush and a few more things, I will have a full face of Wet n Wild product. So that's why I want to buy it. The highlighter is not something that I'm extremely interested in, but because I want to film that video, I feel like I need to buy it, and I have heard good things, so it's not that it's gonna be a bad product. I'm not gonna buy things that I know have bad reviews. Do not worry about that. But the Mellow Wine blush specifically, the reason why I'm kinda holding off my purchase is because I want to see someone compare the old one and the new one, because I've heard that the new one is slightly more pink. I do not enjoy pink pink blushes that much. I don't mind them, they don't offend me, but currently I'm not into that. But if it's something that's not pink, I'll probably buy it. So these are the two things that I really want to purchase from Wet n Wild, and I will probably do that once they are on sale, which is not that difficult. You often see Wet n Wild on sale, so yes, Wet n Wild highlighter blush, definitely buying them. The next thing I really want to try is Be Minimalist's Alpha Arbutin. The reason why I want to try this is, okay, so I wrote this wish list a few months ago, as I mentioned, and during that time my morning routine was basically rinse my face, sometimes a cleanser, sometimes not a cleanser, then the snail mucin thing, and then moisturizer, and then sunscreen. This is enough, but I feel like I had space for an active in my skincare routine in the morning, so I wanted to add one, and Alpha Arbutin seemed like a really good choice because there was AHA, BHA and retinoid already at night, so I feel like in the morning I could do with that. I'm just waiting for people to properly review this. I've seen a lot of people review this, people that I watch, but I really want someone who is a specialist like a dermatologist or an esthetician to review this. Not that I do not trust YouTubers, some of them I really do not trust, but there are a few that I do trust. But I feel like with Be Minimalist, it's a brand that a lot of people are skeptical about. You know what I'm talking about. It's almost too good to be true kind of a thing. So I'm hoping that someone specialist in India would try it. It doesn't seem like we have a lot of people in this field who also create content. If you know of someone, let me know. But I wish for them to review it and then I feel comfortable buying it. But as of right now, I'm a little skeptical. Maybe at some point I will just pick it up myself and try it out, but right now my skin is also suffering a little bit, so I do not want to experiment a lot with it. But it is on my wish list, so I'm not sure if I'm really gonna buy it, but I am intrigued. And if there is ever a review by someone that I really trust who says that this is a really good product, I probably will buy it. Let's see what happens. But yes, that is a product that I have on my wish list. The next product that I want to buy is probably something that I've mentioned previously. It is the Nykaa Skin Shield Foundation. So I've heard really good things about this foundation, and now that I'm really close to finishing up my Wet n Wild foundation, I feel like I can make a space for another one. I only have one face. I'm not gonna buy 20 foundations just to test them out and to never use them again. So once the Wet n Wild one has a little remaining, I will keep it aside and just buy the Nykaa Skin Shield foundation. I'm just wondering what colors to choose for myself. I'm thinking 12 or 13, but I'm still not sure. So yes, a few decisions to be made about that foundations, but if I see that on a really good discount, I will probably pick it up as soon as possible. So yeah, I'm really excited for that foundation. I've heard that it has a really good finish. I don't think I have tried anything properly from Nykaa. I've tried a few things here and there, but nothing that has intrigued me so much, so I'm really excited for this one. Let's hope that it's good, and you guys will probably see the review for it once I buy it and test it out anyway. So yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is something that I actually need to look into more, but I'm planning to buy the Laneige Cream Skin Toner. So I know smaller size is available on Nykaa. I wanna buy that, but I also need to look into reviews for it first. I know Leah Yu uses it and loves it, absolutely loves it. So that's why I want to buy it. I have not looked into it. I know it's good for dry skin, so that's another reason too. So I'll look into it, and if I like what the product does or what the product promises as results, then I'll probably pick it up. Last three things remaining. So the first one is the Makeup Revolution Eye Primer. So the reason why I want to try this is I recently got into cut creases and stuff. I don't do them that much because I do not have a concealer that's lighter to my skin tone. My Wet n Wild concealer, I'm out of it entirely. And I did find that when I use that concealer, even though it worked fairly well, there were times when my lid shade used to crease. So even if I used very less, which is difficult when you're doing a cut crease, but you have seen me do a cut crease. I don't use that much concealer, but I've noticed that my eyeshadow creases around this area, and I do not want that. It's not a big deal, but I feel like if I'm capturing a photo or a video, it kind of shows sometimes, so I do not want that. And I've heard that this particular primer is really good. Robert Welch is the one that recommended this to me. My only concern is it might be a little too light for me. I do not want to use this only as an eyeshadow primer, but I also want to use this as a cut crease concealer. So I hope it works out in both ways and not just one. So yes, the Makeup Revolution primer, if any one of you have tried it, let me know if it would be a little too light for my skin or it's fine, because that's the only one that Robert Welch recommends that is available in India easily. So I want to try it out. I really want to post my eyeshadow looks on my Instagram and stuff. So yeah, let's hope that you guys can see those posts on my Instagram soon. So I'm just waiting to get the eyeshadow primer. The next one is, I go back and forth about this, but the Nikake eyeshadow palettes. I've heard mixed reviews about it. There are some people who say this is absolutely amazing, and there are other people who say this is absolutely crap. I'm not sure, but the one that I'm interested in is the watermelon one. This is something that I would love to take traveling. These are the type of tones I love when I just just want one eyeshadow look, so I'll just take my brush, apply a matte shade all over my lid, something similar to today, but today is a very significant pink. Usually I like something that's more orange, slightly red toned, not exactly red, but the earthy toned ones, or something that falls on the peachy tones. So I do not mind it being not that pigmented, but I also do not want to buy a palette that just doesn't show up on my skin, especially if I do not have a lighter sort of concealer on. So maybe on lighter skin tones it will show up a little better, but on my skin tone, if I'm having the same concealer that I have underneath my eye on my eyelid, then I'm not sure how I will feel about this palette. If you guys have tried it, let me know. Specifically this variant, I'm so interested in it. It looks so basic and so same toned, but it looks so pretty in my eyes. I really want to try it. So if you know anything about them, let me know. And the last thing that I have on my list is just sunscreens. I want to try a lot of sunscreens this year. I've tried a few and I've liked a few. I want to experiment with different sunscreens and see something that fits my budget, but at the same time not give me a white cast or not make me look like a ghost. So my requirements are what a basic sunscreen should be, but it's more difficult to find a sunscreen like that than you think. So I just want to try a lot of sunscreens. I've gotten so many recommendations from you guys and I have them all on my wish list. So let's hope that I can try a lot of sunscreens, because that's one product I have the confidence that I will be able to use it up easily. Very easily. I'm sure people who are very meticulous with their sunscreens know how this feeling is. So yeah, want to try a few sunscreens this year, and that's the end of my wish list. Let me know what your wish list for 2021 is. If there is something that you have on your wish list that I like, then maybe I will add it to my wish list. So yeah, let's share those in the comments. And yeah, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Any video request, any wish list product, let me know. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye.